Oh,
So you actually have +2 parry. So your parry's 6 when you have that rifle out.
hot damn.
Yeah,
Yeah, that shit doubles up.
good shit.
All right.
There's a reason
is-
everybody used them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I remember this one corporal who was fighting this giant space monkey,
Oh, yeah.
and he hit it with his bayonet, skewered it, and then he would never shut up about it.
Mm-hmm.
No,
Sort
that
of.
was an NPC who I then briefly played as a player character. With the hindrance that he wouldn't shut the fuck up about the
Yep.
one time he stabbed a space monkey with his bayonet.
Corporal Mason or something.
Mm-hmm.
Good.
That was one.
Tara, what the hell's a space monkey? What are you talking about?
Something she dreamt about.
I gotta put down this medicine the doctor's been giving me.
It's like, oh, it's mercury. It's great for your health. Here, take this heroin.
Oh, probably better. I thought mercury was for syphilis, Doc.
Oh, it doesn't really matter what
It's for everything.
it's just good for you no matter what. All right, so
You won't feel better, but you'll feel different.
is there any other like random stuff you guys want to do before like main stuff happens?
I want our new mage friend to look at this lightning in a bottle and our
Oh.
weird ration thing.
You want Lachlan to look at him?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. So you, at one point later on, once you're feeling a little better, you bring him down to the Lodge of Witchcraft, and he examines them. I have to check to see if
Hey, got some
he
stuff
has.
for you to look at.
Okay. Yep. Yeah. So he looks at him. So you're bringing him the bottle of lightning and the food stuff.
And the oh shit. I also have the Ember of the Deep and the bottle of the color ooze.
Yeah.
I'll bring all of that shit.
Okay.
Like, the fuck is all this stuff?
So you just like pile a bunch of like crazy occult stuff on his table, and you see him like get visibly excited. It's just like, oh, what is all this?
Hi, Lachlan. I am an elementalist. What the fuck is this stuff?
Oh, well, this is quite the haul. Let's take a look here. So, bottle of lightning. Picks that up and says, curious. Well, it is lightning, quite obviously. Magical. It seems to be. I would have to do some experiments, and unfortunately, the elements are not exactly my focus. I focus more on
Lachlan, come on, buddy.
tangible things. But I can tell you this: whatever this lightning is, it is conscious.
I'm sorry, say that again?
It is conscious.
Okay, now you're an illusionist. You're not fucking with me, right?
No.
Like, hello, lightning. You can hear me. I'm Tara.
If I had to hazard a guess, I would say that it is either a very small, weak air elemental or fragment of one, but somehow broken off.
Okay.
Normally you don't see something like this, because something this small can't really exist outside of it would just dissipate into the surrounding
Can
area. But
Can we-
it seems as though this bottle is acting as something of a hallow.
can we communicate with it with mind link spell?
It's possible. I have never tried it personally. I have heard that elementals are capable of understanding humans, but never heard of one actually talking to human.
Well. Holy shit. Okay, I'll look at that later. Thank you.
I would be careful with it, but well,
We'll see.
I'm sure you. What's next?
I got this bottle of color ooze that I think helps in creating some sort of hollow or golem type thing.
He kind of like puts a like a hand to his forehead, like kneading the temples. Like, this is something. It's primordial in nature. I'm sorry, I can't even begin to imagine what it might be for. It would probably serve as a pretty powerful, if somewhat volatile, elemental focus for rituals.
Okay.
I don't know if it would be consumed or not. Seems to be, as I said, somewhat volatile. I would hazard caution if you're planning on using it for any.
Oh, well, Locke, believe you me, I am the soul of caution. I'll toss it into my bag. I'll rattle the bag around a little bit.
He kind of just goes like,
I'll pull out the Ember of the Deep in the glass vial that was also in my bag.
God. Oh, you guys are in his lodge. Almost burst into the flame here.
Yeah, it wasn't our stuff that was light on fire.
Yeah.
Just well, I would.
No, you guys. This is over up in the north, in the Lodge of Witchcraft. Oh no, that would be a good name for it, but no. I think it has to have more than one person residing if it's a lodge. Anyways, yeah. So he says, "Well, if you're going to do that, please just don't do it near here."
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Um,
What about this? I have this flame. I wouldn't open it. It's
Oh,
a
boy.
little tricky.
all right. So he examines it and says, You know, I think I've heard of something like this before. It's
Like jumps around.
it doesn't go
Never
out,
goes
catches fire to pretty much anything.
Yeah, a friend lit on fire for a moment.
Oh. Lucky he survived. I have heard of this as some sort of alchemical substance that has been small portions sifting through the underworld markets. If you know where to look, this seems to be an ember, so perhaps a more refined version of it. I'm sure it would be quite valuable to some. And I'm fairly confident you could use it as a flame focus for a ritual. Fire
I'm
It's-
not much for flame.
is a eternal spark of fire.
You say this is pretty valuable?
Indeed. As I said, I deal with the mind, not exactly in my purview, but it is intriguing enough to be considered valuable. Yeah. Assume you guys want to see what the magic stuff does. well, it could be used as a focus in a ritual representative of fire.
If you had a fire mage, and well, you can't make infinite hashish.
A weed mage.
Well,
Well, I mean,
the power to create infinity of something is not something that one does lightly, and
well, maybe you could find.
that
Okay,
is
so
why this is so remarkable.
you would need a biomancer, right? To start for the plant matter, and then probably pyromancer.
I must admit, I have not considered doing that with ritual
Well,
magic.
you have very little vision, Waffle. Sorry. Goodness. I'll wink at him.
He just kind of like sighs a little. It's like,
You get used to it.
I look forward to hearing your experiences with rituals. Should you survive to tell me?
Well, Lachlan, let me tell you, this here little flame thingy, I'm not a fire mage. Um, but I am an air and a water mage. You got anything for rituals for that you might want to trade? This isn't super useful.
I may have something. As I said, they're not exactly my purview, but let me see.
Could this
kind of
elemental be used as a focus for?
Possibly. Its consciousness complicates things.
That doesn't add more value to the sacrificial.
It does. It just complicates things. I would say you likely could, and it would be effective, but it would be doubtful that
Oh my god!
the lightning would likely be snuffed out in the process. It is not powerful enough to sustain anything.
Can you describe to me a basilisk?
Let's see. Oh, boy, howdy, can't he? Oh yeah, you got a freaking like 16. Yeah. So he says basilisk. They are reptilian. I have actually seen one before. It was not the most pleasant of experiences, but I'm still
It got
alive.
him super hard.
They do not petrify people. No, they just kill you.
Oh.
They are reptiles. The young can be quite small. The one that I encountered was about the size of a dog. I've heard tales of those that grow bigger. They have blood red eyes and the ability to kill with a look.
Does this match what I saw?
Yeah, I mean,
I
it
didn't see
does.
much of it.
Yeah, I mean, you just saw the big red eye, and you felt pretty bad when it looked at you.
Yeah.
Their blood is also highly poisonous. And quite valuable. If you can manage to harvest it.
Wait. Do I remember seeing that?
You didn't see it. Robin closed the lid before it could get out. Yep. So only Robin saw it. That, like, to that place? Yeah. I mean, I think
I
Robin
grabbed that.
has the... Yeah, Robin has the bottle.
No, we have a basilisk grenade.
Oh. Fuck. Wait, doesn't somebody need a basilisk?
Oh, what was it that they needed? The mages circle down in
They needed something. Down in Not Ketris.
Ahrim.
we didn't take the job.
They were talking about an archon.
Oh, well, we also happen to know where our.
We know where one of those are too.
Yep.
The fuck? Who needed a basilisk? Didn't somebody need a basilisk?
I don't remember this.
Well, I must be making it up.
No.
Yeah. Never mind. I must think.
Okay. All right. So the yeah. So Lachlan kind of like fishes through his stuff looking for something equivalent to the flame. And eventually he pulls out a small like satin pouch and says, I don't know if this is quite as powerful, to be honest, but it is may be useful to you. And he sort of sets it down on the table and pulls out this like almost luminous large pearl. And he says, this is a they call a moonsea pearl. It is minor but still powerful focus oriented towards water. From my understanding, it is charged by moonlight, the full moon to be precise. If you used it in a ritual, it would still remain, but it would require another light of a full moon to replenish its energy.
Can I tell just with my sight that it's magical?
It has like a faint fuzzy magic to it. If you examine it, however, like you pick it up and sort of look at it, you feel sort of like a cool sort of like pulse, almost like waves coming in and out, and like the feel of like the tide pulling in and out on your fingers.
Shit. Okay. I will trade you this for the flame.
Very good.
I'm gonna pocket that shit. Cause that's
He goes
tight.
and very delicately places the jar up like a cabinet and like shuts it and locks it.
Fucking moon pearl. I'm 100% gonna make that into a piece of jewelry, by the way.
Yeah. Nope, you haven't looked at them unless you. I mean, I don't think you guys have the. I guess you could have asked Dr. Finch. He's the only one with like a education. Yeah, I mean, if you want to have Lachlan look at him, you can do that. Otherwise, you can have Finch look. Oh. Actually, well, so I guess we can just expedite it. Which things you had? Silver, metallic. Okay. Yeah, so he doesn't know what the oily black or the white light is, Dr. Finch. The silver metallic is mercury, though. There's a couple of useful applications. I'm sure I'll be able to find something to do with it. Okay. Yep. So so Lachlan takes a look at them and says, I don't know quite what to think of these. I'm not going to ask where you got them. Should I? Well, that's interesting. You had quite the adventure while I was covering for you. These objects are resplendent of specific arcana. Robin, did you bring the colored ones that you took?
Yeah, but I'm not gonna do it.
You're not gonna show them?
No.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure I know it.
Yeah. All right. He says this is light and dark energy in liquid form. That's to my understanding. I would not drink it. No, that would not be good for you. I would suggest. I would guess it would probably kill you. I am not sure. They could be used as ritual components again. For the right kind of magic. That, I understand, is my answer for everything, but you have to understand I am a ritualist, so...
Also, apparently a poison.
If you could get someone to drink it, I would suspect it would not be good for them. There is, however, a small chance that it would empower them to turn into something terrible. I have to add that.
Oh, you excited me with the first half of that sentence.
I don't know. I would not be able to tell by just looking at them, unfortunately.
Well,
If you left them with me, I might be able to study them a little further. Oh, well, thank you. I'll ask my friends and see what I can dig up.
What about them there boots?
oh shit, I forgot about my boots.
All right. Yeah, so the boots looks at them. Oh man, I'm rolling real good on all these occult rolls.
Nice.
Yeah, so then their boots. He says, well, this is fine craftsmanship. It's rare that you find magic items such as this. I wonder how they made them. I can get the general idea of their function. It seems as though there is a passive component and an active component. While worn, they allow you to traverse your environment a little more effectively, especially when your environment is particularly hazardous. And the active component incurs an increased degree of mobility in strange methods. I would not know for sure without more extended testing, but you... Okay, before I tell you how to activate them, please do it outside of the lodge.
You read me like a book.
Agreed?
Okay. Alright, I will do it outside. How do you do
You
it?
simply click the heels together.
Oh, okay. Hold on. Yeah. Pull the Wizard of Oz trick.
Yep.
Okay. I will try it outside. I
luck.
resist the urge to click my heels together.
You're suddenly very conscious of the position of your heels. Well, is that all that you have?
Oh shit, we have this. I have this jug of liquid. It's not magical though, right?
I'm not sure which jug of liquid you're talking about.
It was like the liquid that you drop one of those pellets into water or whatever.
Oh yeah, the magic food.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he looks at that
I
and
probably don't have the actual jug anymore, but I have the ration foods.
yeah, he would study that and basically determine it is some kind of alchemical substance. Unfortunately, I'm not an alchemist, so that's as much as I can tell you. That's my read on it, though.
Well, that's more than we knew.
Curious.
Yeah.
Minute.
All right. Okay. One last thing, Lachlan, and then I promise we'll leave. Do you have any sort of general ritual components like incense or chalk or anything?
Yes, I do.
Could I maybe
I have a
purchase?
fairly decent supply of such things. I do use them for my own purposes, so I would have to ask for compensation if you'd like to have. Such components are expended.
And I also want to ask you. I don't know your relationship with the admiral and pirate lord. But if, say, I happen to be performing some rituals that may aid them in the future, could I perhaps maybe call on your help in casting such rituals?
That would depend on what you're trying to do. But yes, I would, at the very least, be willing to offer counsel, and so long as it isn't too suicidal.
In bare minimum, it would probably be a show, even if it was suicidal.
Fair, and I am always interested. So,
Well,
yes. In
I
short.
will let you know. Anyways, I would like to buy some ritual components off you if you don't mind.
Certainly. You can buy as much as you want within reason. He has a lot. He's got a pretty big stash.
Okay.
I am not an alchemist, unfortunately. Well, alchemy is a magical art in its own, at least in my opinion. There are some that believe it to be glorified science, but I disagree. I have psychomantic talismans, primarily.
Oh man. I also got these 20 ancient coins in my coin purse.
Oh, yeah.
Forgot about those. It's just like paired with my money.
Just like digging around in your money. It's like, oh, look.
Ancient coins.
Gold coins.
Forgot about those. Does he doesn't happen to want to trade in magically fancy bones, does he?
Hmm.
I have a lot of dollars worth of bones.
He would take bones. Not like an obscene quantity.
Okay.
Like,
all right.
I don't know, like maybe 500 marks worth max.
Okay. Yeah, I won't push it too hard. I'll because I also want my bones.
His talismans, he creates his talismans out of like jewelry and like metal, like twisted silver thread stuff, like dream catchers almost.
I'll give him. I'll trade him 300 marks worth of whalebone, and then I'll give him 300 of marks out of my pocket.
All
I'm
right.
gonna buy a lot of shit off of him.
So you buy a bunch of like chalk and incense.
Yep. $600 worth marks.
I can't even begin to imagine what that might be. No.
All right. Well, Lachlan, my goodness, thank you. You're so helpful. We will
Of course.
get out of your hair. I will let you know when we're doing crazy magic shit.
It's
Thank you.
been interesting.
I'm sure we'll see you in the future.
Good luck.
Back out of his.
Mm-hmm. Okay, sure. Tara, give me an agility roll.
To not
Yeah.
trip over. Alright, yeah, let's let's see what I can do. I'm actually pretty
I missed it. What did the boost do?
Well, currently Mr. Dibbs is trying to force activate them.
I got a 4.
Okay, so your boots kick together and the heels do touch. And Tara, you kind of like stumble a little bit down the like stairs of the front porch, but you don't like fall. They don't seem to have activated, though. You do that.
Ah! I don't face plant, do I?
No, your agility roll. But you just kind of like stumble forward.
Give me a second. I'm not shy. My goodness. I will then straighten myself up, sort of straighten my little leather jerkin, and then I'll do the Dorothy thing and click my heels together.
So right as like you do that, you hear the sort of hurried sound of Lachlan like quickly walking to the door and closing it. Yeah, so you click your heels together and you feel this sort of like hum of power go through your feet, and the topazes start glowing. Other than that, nothing really apparent happens. Your feet seem they're like vibrating slightly. But yeah, that's pretty much it initially.
Okay. I feel like my feet are glowing and vibrate. I think I just found Sketcher light ups, guys. No, they're just vibrating.
You're gonna like walk around, try to sort of test them out a little bit.
And I'll walk around a little bit. Does it feel?
You feel more sure-footed. In fact, quite sure-footed. Like you're confident you could pretty much step on any surface you step on feels like just firm, solid ground. Yeah.
Okay. Well, can I will them to stop?
You try that. It does not work.
Okay. Well, maybe I'll click my heels again.
They stop illuminating.
Oh. Well, there you go. Okay. Maybe I'll try it again where it's not hard ground or something. Oh, there's a thought. Maybe I'll try that.
All right. I mean, do you want to go back to the ship and experiment?
Yeah, I think that's everything I wanted to do anyway.
All the random stuff. All right. Yeah, you could. Let's see. I mean, we won't be getting into a battle this session, but prep. Oh yeah, probably. You're planning on getting into a fight pretty soon here. Okay. Do you want to give me a persuasion roll? Four? Okay. Yeah, so you do find
Sheesh while you're out though, because I definitely smoked my last bowl during my healing session.
all right. So that as funny as that is, that actually brings you to the residence, the Emerald Cloud, which is a drug. It's a drug den, and yeah, it is run by a middle-aged Karite woman who's pretty friendly to you. Yes, what's her name? Cinta. Yep, I think. No. Juliana. Yep, I was misreading my notes. Yeah, she very friendly, greets you and says, "We have all manner of things to make you feel better here." Oh, certainly. We have things better than that, too. Hmm. Very well, very well. We also have some things that hurt. You seem like the kind of person who looks for those sorts.
Okay, so I'm
Okay.
definitely imagining her in like tight leather now.
Just like tribal wear. Loose leather. Poisons and oils. Yes. Not many of those, but if you have the money. Yeah, so it would be there would be a couple of smites. They're all earth smite. It's all acid. Um, uh, yep, there would be standard. One with a raise. They have two standards and one with a raise. Also, interestingly enough, it is purple colored. It is a gift from the Amethyst Revelry. When the revelry gets a little bit too rambunctious and you need something to calm everyone down permanently. You say the Luca. All right, sounds good. Yep. Yes, ones that are a few that are quite deadly, some that merely send your target into a deep, calming slumber, and some in between. That would be poison prices. For the lethal poison, that would be like 300 marks. For the like standard injury poison, that'd be 100 marks, and then for the knockout poison, 200. Yep. Knockout is 200. That's okay. Well, I do like a bargain. She kind of like looks at you and says, hmm. Yes, but not in the way that you are proposing. How about this? I will give it to you for 100 of your coins. And if you give me a offer up a night to the Amethyst Revelry. Just one. All you have to do is say yes. That would spoil the surprise.
Jiggle. Oh.
Very well. And she gives you the poison. In exchange for something. All right. It is ingested. Mm-hmm. Spending all your money like a true pirate. Except you're spending on like potion. Are you gonna buy any mundane drugs, the like hashish and stuff? Okay, so yeah, it's a decent amount. So Mr. Dibbs come back penniless, but a bunch of drugs and potions and stuff. Like 5 more, we'll say. All right. Anything else? You want to, Tara? Did you want to test the boots out anymore, or?
Yeah, I'll go once I'm back at the ship. I'll tap them together again and try to like find the rigging or something.
Okay, so you go to you tap them together, they glow, and you go to climb the rigging, and you find, like, as you put your foot your foot into the ropes, it's like very easy to move your foot on this, to the point where like you don't even think you need your arms. It
wow.
feels like solid ground.
Huh. I'll try to run up the rigging.
You do so effortlessly at your foot.
What? I'm gonna run back down it.
Yep. Running like almost horizontal.
Okay,
you
I'm
feel
not-
like the boots like grip to the material, and like keep you magically suspended, like perpendicular to it.
I'm gonna climb down the side of the ship.
All right.
Poke the water with my feet.
The water sort of ripples, and you get this sort of like spongy, soft feeling as it like touches the surface of the water and sort of bounces off it a little bit.
What? I try to stand on the water.
Yep. Pretty easy.
Holy shit! Mr. Tibbs, do you see this? That's fucking nuts! I'm just trying to shimmy across the water. I'm gonna take my hands off the side of the boat and try to shimmy across the water.
You can walk on water.
Oh, holy
Gee.
fuck.
Christ. I don't want to get wet.
Oh
Okay.
god!
So Tara, make a
I'm not a
strength roll.
strong person. Oh god, that's a D4. Okay. Here we go.
To do what? Sure. It's not really going to help that much. I mean, you don't have to roll agility.
Alright, I got a 4.
Okay, so you like kind of catch Mr. Dibbs. I mean, he's a full-grown man, and you have a D4 strength, so like, it's you sort of awkwardly like kneel down, and he just falls straight through the water, and you kind of like stagger a little bit, but retain your footing.
Okay. Wait, so Mr. Dibbs fell off into the water?
Yeah. You think that if you were strong enough to carry him, you could probably just like, as long as you could stand on your feet and carry him, you could do it.
Alright, I'll break out laughing a little bit. I'll reach my hand down and see if I can pull him out of the water.
Yeah. I mean, he can't walk on water, so it's kind of weird and awkward, but yeah. You don't sink.
Well. Alright, so that's something. Oh. I don't know. I'm gonna... I'm gonna... I'm gonna cast fly on the both of us here. 1, 2, channel. It goes off.
Right?
Fly up right to the top of the deck.
Fly up to the top deck.
Yeah, they are. Do you want them? Yeah, I kind of like my old boots, and honestly, I can't sink under the water, and that kind of rankles me the wrong way. I'm gonna reach down and start. Do they have a tie or something?
The boots?
Yeah.
They just kind of like slurp onto your foot because they're like elastic.
Okay,
Right.
I'm gonna like tug them off.
Okay, yeah.
I don't spend much time in the rigging. I can fly.
Robin will take them if Mr. Dibb doesn't want them.
I like the water. I don't think they're for me.
Then take them. Yeah, but you're also in the rigging a lot.
You do a lot of acrobatic shit.
And the next time you swing into a boarding plane, fall into the water, they may come in handy. Should we just trade off the sibling hood of the traveling boots?
All right. So you've figured out enough of it. Here are the stats of boots.
I will put back on my regular non-magical fancy.
Mm-hmm. Yep, your dead man's boots.
Yep.
Sounds good. Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's kind of like elastic where you like dive in a little ways and then you kind of like pop back up to the surface. Yeah. The boots actually, like, once you dive down, like, you go in a little ways, but the boots like reorient you and like shoot you back up to the surface.
I mean, you probably could use it more than I could, for sure. No doubt. Something about not sinking into the waves rankled wrong with me, I guess.
It does not work walking up people. Nope, it does not seem to affect animate objects. Just like putting your feet on people. Weirdo. After getting them all wet. Fair. All right. So, yep, you got time to like identify and play with your toys.
Woo! Toy.
So, about 2 days on like the 19th. So, towards the end of your downtime here, which seems like your crew has also enjoyed this 2 weeks of rest and R&R time in a place that very much caters to their wants and desires. If being a little ramshackle. But you are sent for by one of the admiral's crew members. Says they are sort of hashing out the plan, and that the Arnaki are expected soon. So you guys go to the meeting.
Hmm.
Yep.
By the way, another thing I should mention is over these 2 weeks, you did spot ravens on occasion, but
Mhm.
more in the first week than the second week. The second week, you saw like maybe one or two earlier, and you haven't seen any for a couple of days.
Yeah, I'm assuming they're at the ruin.
Yeah, you enter into the Hall of Admirals, and it's quite crowded. There are what it seems to be all of the captains there. And their subordinates and the like. You also see Lachlan there, just kind of like hanging out in the shadows. And as you guys sort of enter in, the admiral kind of looks over and says, "Ah, Captain Najar, you have decided to join us, I see."
Well, we're still here.
Well, I don't think that you'll regret it. We have, as much as the Aranaki think that they have us in a tight spot, I think that we have the upper hand on them. But let's not let that make us reckless. We'll hash out the plan. First off, brief introductions. I believe you already met Captain Ade, Freeblood, and of course Captain Creed. This is Captain. This is Captain Abdullah, who is another Tracian man, fairly young looking, and Captain Ismail, who is a Karite, and then Captain Bryant, who is a younger Valish woman.
I'll nod to each of them in turn, I guess.
And then our resident ritualist who will be assisting has agreed to assist us in some preparations for the battle. Lachlan. And Lachlan nods and says, "Yes, we have already met." Hello.
Nice to see you again.
It seems that you may be getting your wish for interesting rituals.
Oh, that was never in question.
So the admiral says, "All right, let's get down to business. As I believe I spoke to you about in our meeting prior to this, the renegade fleet could possibly face this threat in the open ocean, but that would be stupid because many of us would die and we would definitely lose ships. As it stands, the Arnaki are getting into position to blockade us. We observed through some magical assistance and the Karite scouts in the region. We will let them sit there for a little while until tomorrow, the winter solstice. It is, as you might be aware, and as my mages tell me, a quite special day when it comes to magic.
Do I know anything about the solstice?
You could give me an occult roll.